Gateway! And we're here for the season finale in the GT4 Rovals for the K5 Championship. Should be a fun one. We're here at my home track. I'm kind of struggling on pace, as you can see. Not a huge field this time. I think that week off might have messed some people up. But before we get into the race, I'm going to quickly show the championship points, and we'll show them after the race as well, just so I can know who won and everything, and we can all see. So Chris currently holds a pretty good lead over Billy. They have both made it in this race. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, see if Billy can score enough points to jump Chris in the championship, though I think it's going to be very, very tough to do. I think it's Chris's championship to lose at this point in this final race. Shane, unfortunately, could not make it. He had something come up. Hopefully everything's fine there. But he is not in this race, so he will most likely be overtaken by Landon, possibly me as well. He's currently sitting in third, but he may drop. Landon's got about 30 points, a little less than 30 points ahead of us. So we'll see what we can do there. Probably nothing. He does have a win, but this only counts the final race wins. We have a race 2 win in one of the sessions. We are sitting in fifth, 50 points ahead of Nick. We just need to not do anything crazy. Just make sure we can score some points in all 3 sessions here. It's going to be very hard for Nick to catch us. Even if we scored 0, I think it'd be pretty hard. So we'll try and go out there and get a decent qualifying here in just a second. Colton only 10 points behind Nick, so I think that's the real battle there. And Brian not too far off from them either. So we'll take a look at that after the race is over. And for now, we will go into qualifying, where I am struggling pretty bad. Fine. This is basically the Texas setup, just with a few less clicks of fuel. And I was practicing with one wing leading up to this event. I was doing some practice today with one wing, and I get in here and I cannot drive the thing. It is so freaking loose. So I put it up to 3. Really heavy cloud cover. But we have 8 minutes here in qual. 8 minutes or 8 laps. We'll see if we can put a decent time in. Not sure where we're going to end up. Just need to be nice and smooth on this first lap. Get the tires up to temp. Still working out some bugs with the graphics card. Not seeing much improvement frame-wise. We'll see. And I was getting some stutters in practice, which I'm not super happy about. I'm thinking the CPU is kind of bottlenecking things. It's a pretty old CPU. It's an i7 4790K, which should be good enough to handle, but I am running triple monitors and DDR3 RAM because that's all the motherboards will support. I really need a new processor and RAM and motherboard. But I find it hard to believe that RAM would be the only thing causing the issues. Is most likely processor related. I did not hit that section very good. Nearly drive off.
You got about 5 laps.
This section you got to be so careful. I was losing it. If I'm entering a little too wide right here as well. Very bad through that, but we didn't spin, I guess. Try and get a decent exit here. Okay. This is not going to be a very good lap, though. I don't think. You can't really take this full throttle, at least on cold tires. I was pushing out towards the wall. Let's see what this is. Maybe it'll be okay. 101.1. It's not. I need one in the 1 minute flats. Curbs are very tough around here, but it is a fun road course. And there's that, and we are off. Well, I'd taken that curve that aggressively multiple times in practice, and that's the first time it just completely wrecked us. So we'll give that another go. Chris and Landon are almost tied for the top time. Try and get a run to the line and get a better lap in. I think right here is where I'm really losing time. Because if I try and push it, I'm just spinning. I'm really struggling. Which is not what I want for my home track. And that's going to be a nice run to the line. Golly. Try and get a turn down off the corner. Alright, that kind of made up for it. Not really. Nearly pushed into the wall. Nick's got a good lap in. Try and get a decent one. Man, I'm struggling through there.
You have about 5 laps left on.
I want to hold it closer. I'm just getting so loose if I'm trying to keep it tight on that right-hander, that big sweeper. You'd think with the clouds, the track temp being down, we wouldn't be getting as loose, but we are getting extremely loose. Alright, not bad, still not great. 1 minute, 0.9. Car doesn't want to turn. Big stutter there, it's not what I want. Oh my gosh, these curbs are killing me. I can't hit that corner anymore. I mean, good grief. We are bad. Nick only beats us by a couple spots, though, so... But that was bad. I could not hit that chicane. I was doing way better in practice. But we'll settle for a 1 minute 0.9. And it's going to look really bad that we're not going to be very fast compared to the people here. Since this is a much smaller field, I just need to load. I mean, it's not going to look good for us as good as it did because we were beating a lot of the other people that showed up that we were quicker than. No offense to them or anything. Or people that wrecked out. Smaller field's going to be much tougher to beat some people. Good grief.
Guys.
Not happy really with that, but at least Nick only beats us by a couple spots. That does pay the most points, but if we can do okay in the races, hopefully that'll be good. Maybe people being in front of us will learn some things. Be able to do some stuff with that. And I just could not hit that section. That was killing me. And this whole infield section I'm really struggling with because the car is just so on edge loose. And those curbs just upset it so bad. But we'll do what we can. At least we got one in the 1.0. Coming to the grid for the 8-minute race. We are inverted to 7th, so that's good, I guess. People will probably end up passing us, and we'll get less than 7th, or worse than 7th. But only 17 people here. Much smaller field. And we got Nick right behind us. Oh, Nick to our outside right behind us. I think that's Billy behind us, flashing us. I don't think I mapped a headlight flash button. See, I don't understand what's going on. with the graphics. There's no reason I should be getting worse frames than I was getting with my previous card. I don't understand. It's not making much sense. Like, we're getting 40 frames. I was getting over 60 running these before I swapped cards.
Can I get a mic check?
Very strange.
Have we covered where we're supposed to start this one at?
It's just a rolling start, so leader can just go on pace car or green or whenever he wants. Yeah, hope iRacing Reigns update doesn't happen halfway through this. That's for sure.
That's funny.
Let's hope this is a good one. We got 8 minutes. Eight minutes. And then we'll do what we can. Hopefully it'll be okay.
Can I get a mic check?
Let's just not spin
We
out
got you, Frank.
on cold tires in front of everybody.
Yep, we got you, Frank.
That would be very bad. The pit exit here is
Dang
also
it, I forgot to put fuel in.
extremely tricky. The cars come out right in the racing line, and for those long, deep corners, I like to dive it in really shallow and then wash up, which is, I'm sure, not the best.
You gotta join the permanent 13-gallon gang.
But you cannot do that if
15
people
for
are
me.
exiting the pits, because they'll be right in your way if you're diving it in shallow into turn one. Probably should just run max fuel because the car seems more stable with it anyway. Hopefully we can learn some stuff behind some people. And we should be okay in traffic. A little bit better than we were by ourselves, hopefully. We got Alex up on pole with the invert. And he'll get us started here for the season finale in the GT4 Roval Championship. Very cool. I'm doing way better and have done way better than I expected I would. And we're leaving it off at a very, very fun track in Gateway.
Green flag, green flag.
We'll take it, Chris.
So now let's be careful into one. I'm leaving it in third here. This left-hander I think is okay. I'm gonna get single file. For some reason we had the yellow flag. Get single file for the chicane. Dan went all the way around Brandon. Oh man. Alright. That's good. We got Wesley behind us. Dan, no, that's Troy, just spun. Coming out of the infield. Unfortunate there. I'm taking this way too shallow. I'm going to push up real bad. Not what I wanted there, but we salvaged it okay.
You're fourth.
Now, can we just keep up with Brandon without spinning out? Those curbs are evil, and I keep hitting them. I feel like I'm going so slow through there, but I'm keeping up, I guess.
Sorry, Colt.
Oh my gosh,
That's
car.
alright.
I don't know why it's so loose now. It was
You're
not
right.
loose
Clear on the right.
in my practice. Before this session, I mean. Once the session started with all these clouds, it has been extremely loose. At least I didn't spin out there, I guess. Holy cow. Really struggling. We got Wesley right behind us. We somehow hit that better.
Go ahead, I'm a mess.
I think he just went into the grass. I don't know what happened to him. Hopefully we didn't mess him up being so bad. I'm very lucky I didn't spin coming out of this left-hander. Because we were drifting it the whole way. Nick is right behind us. Right behind Brian. You really got to arc that corner so you can get a decent exit. Wonder what happened to Wesley though. He was in the grass after that chicane. He might have just clipped the curb. We push out wide. Not great. Oh man. We are just all over the place. No confidence attacking any of these corners, which is making me be too tentative, and it's not working great. Gosh, I'm so loose. I gotta calm it down on throttle.
Fuel left.
We just gotta somehow survive this race and do something better next race. I'm gonna push into the wall if I'm not careful. Draft is helping us tremendously. Luckily, we don't have to be very good in order to still beat Nick for the championship. We just need to keep it together and cut that massively. Braking while turning, while the momentum is carrying me out towards the grass, so tough with this car. Brian nearly gets a run on us there, but I think... And the game just crashed.
Oh, Gavin.
I have no idea what that was. I just almost crashed, I guess. Like the game. That sucks.
Yeah, you just blinked out of existence.
I'm having graphic problems, I think. It is very bad right now. It's glitching real bad. I did a bunch of messing with settings and I shouldn't have. Trying to get more frames, but having massive issues. I'm slow. My graphics aren't working right. Game nearly crashed. We're lucky we're still on track. Could have easily just been sent straight up into the wall. I just completely let go of the wheel after I blinked out. And we lose 4 spots out of it. Hopefully the recording's doing okay. I just don't understand. We put in a better graphics card and everything's running worse. I don't know. When is the white flag? This race is taking forever, it feels like. my practice, I wasn't downshifting to second there, but I was once I got into this session. I don't know if it's necessary.
We've got about 2 laps left on fuel.
We're gonna run out of fuel. I put in more than what Billy posted in the Discord. Alright, coming to the white, so
1 more lap to go.
actually perfect on fuel. See if we can hold on to 8th. Got a caution. Somebody drive off. Well, we should invert to another decent starting position, but can we freaking survive hardware-wise? I have no idea.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Oh, Lord. Well, we get 8th. Somehow, 0 incidents.
We have a slow car on the right.
Nick gets 5th, but that's fine, like I said. I just don't understand. Like, and then we go to the replay screen and we're getting like 190 frames or something, 90 frames. Hopefully the recording's not glitching out real bad. I turned these on for some reason. I thought it, like, cause my replays right now is, I have it set to a better resolution and it's running better than my normal graphics. So I don't know. I really don't know. Let's try that. Let's look at fuel. We got 40 something seconds here. Really struggling. 3.9. Let's just add a couple clicks because we were 1 lap away. That's probably okay. We're going to invert to 7th, pretty much right where we were for the first race.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, we got a lineup on the left side here. Pit road is closed.
If I start blinking, somebody let me know because I'm having some hardware issues. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know why it's stuttering so bad. It could be the CPU and the RAM together.
35 cars.
I don't know. Nick inverted behind us
Gavin,
again.
how's the new graphics card been?
It's been just about as good or worse than my previous one. I don't know what's causing some issues I'm having.
Hey, dang it.
Am I the control car now that P1 didn't choose the grid?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it worked that way on road as well. Okay, thank you.
You are correct, yes. It works exactly the same.
My fear is the video is going to be stuttering and my game view is not stuttering right now, but I'm worried that the recording is going to stutter in the video while I'm unaware of it. So I know that's a problem sometimes, but I have had it fixed, and it's not been doing anything like that when I had my old card. Oh well, though. Let's just try and run here, try and keep it on track, try and beat Nick. That first race paid the least amount of points, and he didn't beat us by that much, so
Pace car's in.
just gotta keep it on track. Hopefully we have enough fuel.
Green, green, green. Car on
Just
your
get
right.
in behind
Stay left.
Brett if we
Clear on
can.
the right.
Landon's gonna try and... Oh man, that looks weird. With the curbing and the lighting like that. I don't know what's going on with that. Just try not run anybody over. Probably didn't need to be in second gear there, the way it revved up. Look at that lighting. Oh, it's not turning. Oh, and Chris is not turning either.
Keep left.
Whew.
Still there. 3 wide, you're on the left. You got
He
one
caught
on
the
your
wall
right.
and I had
2
nowhere
wide
to
there.
go.
Clear on the right, you're 4. You got 1 on your left.
Nick is flying up the inside.
Still there, hold your line.
Oh,
Still there.
nearly turned right into him. This is just a massive cluster.
Still there, hold your line. All clear, all clear.
And we're wrecked. Oh, I'm so freaking bad. Just terrible. I mean, I was all over the place, getting swarmed. Chris got up into the wall and I couldn't turn down and miss him, and then everyone was around us. Then I just couldn't see the curb and just wrecked from it. It's unfortunate. Just got eaten alive right there. So we'll, I guess, miss the invert for the final race as well, unless there's some more issues up there. I was trying to get in line, and then Nick was on the inside, and not that he did anything wrong, we were just super slow because everyone was into the wall. And I got no speed running by myself. I'm not going to get anything out of this. I think it's top 12. Yeah, we're not getting 12th, I don't think. Though somebody has spun there, that is Wesley. Should probably just keep it in third from there now. Billy's behind us as well. We gained a couple spots. There could be some more incidents. We may be able to sneak into the top 12. I don't know though. 12th is 5 seconds ahead of us. For some reason I have not had the pace here, but I don't have as much practice here, I don't think, as I did at the other tracks. I was going to practice today, but then I spent a bunch of time trying to figure out the graphics. And now everything's different, and I really didn't want it to be different. And not even running better. But we got a little bit of time here to make stuff up. Maybe we'll get lucky. Though I don't think we've gained anything on Chris up there. I keep entering this corner way too shallow. Chris in the 00. Well, Troy's on pit road in 12th. So we're going to be 13th. Maybe we can get Frank. I'm not going to get him if I have corners like that. least I haven't glitched out again. Didn't really need that to happen, but didn't affect us too much, I guess. Lost 4 spots on track, but with the invert, not much happened. And the points difference between those 4 spots was pretty negligible, I would say. It's like stuttering. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Why would it be stuttering? I don't know if you can see that in the video. I mean, I'm getting 70 frames right now, but the stuttering is ridiculously bad. And it's making it pretty hard to drive. I'll try not to use it as an excuse, but I think it might be a good one.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
5 laps of fuel. Maybe coming close to the end of this race. We haven't gained anything on Frank. We're going to start 13th for the big race, which is unfortunate. We could have damage as well, but I really don't think we do. Just need one more person to spin, and we will invert to the pole. It's this corner. I'm struggling at all the corners. We gain a couple tenths on them there, but that's not going to be enough. Oh, this is kind of a struggle.
I miss ovals.
Oh, Colton had an issue.
Next car is the leader.
That puts us in transfer spot. He was in the lead. He must have hit the curb and had a mistake. Shouldn't have gone messing around with my settings. I should have just accepted that the next gen race I did, that car was just ridiculously unoptimized. And I was just going to get low frame rates. Now I'm just stuttering like crazy and I can barely see. It looks like I'm getting 20 frames from my view. I know I'm getting 63, but first of all, I should be getting more than 63, and I should not be stuttering. I don't understand what the issue is.
You got a slow car up ahead.
Another person has gone off.
Go left.
And he's in the middle of the track,
Go left.
and that took Frank out, unfortunately. We miss it though. I think we have Billy right behind us. He's nearly caught us. No doubt significantly faster than us. Wasn't even looking in my mirror. Just kind of rolling around the track by myself. I think that puts us top 10. Hope this thing is over soon because we're going to run out of gas.
My bad, Brett.
Alright, man.
Alright, white flag.
One more lap to go.
I've been just randomly clicking on the fuel and I've been perfect each time, which is very scary because I'm
You're in the top 10. There you
just
go,
a
man.
couple
Good
clicks
job.
away
You got a slow car on the way.
from not being good on fuel. Brett had an issue. Something happened to him. I don't know why I'm braking there. I just need a lift. We are in 10th. So we will invert into a good spot, but we've not been able to keep any of the inverts we've gotten so far. Car started feeling better throughout that, but I wasn't pushing very hard. Nick is going to wind up getting 4th. We'll go take a look at the incidents. Through the first 2 races.
There's the checkered flag.
In our little warm-up here. And hope everything is recording okay. Because it doesn't, I don't know if it is. I really don't. Let's go ahead and set the fuel. So Billy says 8.4. I'm going to be safe and just put in like 10. I do not want to mess around with being low. We've been right on the line. All right. Let's take a look at this. First up is Troy. He just gets loose coming out of the infield. I was getting loose going into that corner that goes out of the infield, not really on that, not on the exit, I mean. Ooh, tough luck for Colton there. Nick King just gets loose. I was getting loose so easily through here. It is incredibly difficult to hang on to it. He just gets in the grass, corrects it, and Colton's right there. Just really bad luck. Troy's really struggling. Tires are probably hot, and then he just no grip left. Yeah, just heated his tires up for that first spin, and then is just struggling the rest of the time. Whoa, yeah, so what happened to Wesley? I think he just gets loose and corrects it back to the right. And that just sends him over the curb and into the tires. He thankfully doesn't get anybody else. Brian just lagged out, unfortunately. And there's the wall from Brett. Ooh, hard hit from Dan. Oh, he just lost it. I did this once in practice, too. Just broke loose on the oval, which hadn't happened to me all season.
Okay, that sky looks demonic.
Oh, this is what happened to Billy. Is this race 2? Yeah, this is race 2 already. And Wesley also. This is after I had my issue, so we'll have to go take a look at that. Where's Wesley? What the heck? He's in the grass. Why is he in the grass? Yeah, he just got that curb and it shot him to the right. We did not see what happened to me, though. Here on lap 1, we get through okay. And then exiting turn 4 on the oval. Like, I'm down here. I'm pushing up. Chris is pushing up, and I'm trying to turn down to keep him from getting the wall. We got a huge net code there, too. That's awesome. We might have hit, but there was massive net code, and then Landon's going up the middle 3 wide, but he clears it easily, and then I'm pushing up and nearly running into Landon, and then Nick is there, and I'm trying to turn in. I just turn in and almost wreck Nick, and then I'm all out of sorts here. Never gone too wide through this section, so I don't know what to expect. Trying to get in line behind Billy, and then we just clip the curb, and it bounces to the right. And we just get that that rear end starts hopping, and then it's impossible to save at that point. Have you seen those? And then, oh, Scott just Troy into the wall again. And from the lead, Colton, I mean, this section is just so tough. He just gets that curb, and once it starts bouncing, it's just impossible to keep it going straight. I don't know what the deal is with these cars. And that takes him out, and that's unfortunate for him there. And Christopher did the same thing there. Oh, and then Frank trying to miss it. He doesn't know where to go, and he goes into the gravel to dodge him, and that just sends him around. That's unfortunate for him. Unfortunate for him. And I think Brett entered the corner a little bit slower than Landon was expecting, and he just gets run over. Nick misses it, and that's it. And I do not have time to use the restroom, so we're just going to jump right into it. I did not practice what the car feels like on full tank of fuel, but I'm sure it'll be okay. And hopefully the game runs. Gosh, it's not been
All right,
good.
man, we're going green next time by. All right, man, we got to line up on the
But we're
left
starting in
side here.
third, which
Pit
will
road
really
is
help.
closed.
If we can just keep it on track, not do anything stupid, not that we've had much control over anything. I don't know. Hopefully we have enough fuel. We can go 25 laps. That should be enough. At least that's what that says right now, but I don't know if that's accurate yet. Dan is on pole for this one. Billy inverted into a great spot. But is he going to have enough to beat Chris in the championship? Landon just got an EOL. Presumably for running Brett over. I don't know. Maybe he asked for one. This is going to be fun. Little night racing. What time is it in Sim? It's almost 8 o'clock. 7:30. Does my headlight flash button isn't working, so forgot to map it, or hadn't remapped it after I had to reconfigure my stupid settings. Having a lot of hardware issues the past week, unfortunately.
Feel like
I hate having hardware issues. Hopefully this is a good one.
Good luck, it won't let me start, so I'm just gonna have to
Get
watch.
ready.
We can keep it on track. Hopefully we can beat Nick. Though I think it's a pretty good chance that he's going to beat us with how slow we are, first of all, and how much we're struggling graphic-wise.
The pace car is in.
When's he going to go? We should have started in third, probably. It was like right on the edge of second gear, but got an okay start, I guess. What's it going to be like into turn one? Alright, just be careful on this chicane. And we got a lot of people behind us that are probably quicker, but they got a long ways to go before they can get up here. Okay, very slow. I'm just scared of trying to keep too much throttle in it because it's so loose.
Sorry,
through the
guys.
corners.
Got loose. Got the grass.
And we're gonna have a bad exit here because I keep entering the oval way too low. I'll look to his inside
Got one
here.
on your right. Next car is the leader. All clear, all clear.
Whoa, Billy
Got
running
one on your
wide.
right. Clear on the right.
He's in the Porsche this week. Hoping that brings him good luck. That was scary. Nick King had an issue. We still have Dan behind us. Can we hang on to the draft
Sorry about that, Troy.
of Billy? Hopefully we can.
No problem. That's just the way the night's been going.
Oh, it's not turning. Taking that downforce off with the draft. Taking some air off the front of the car and noted
You're in second.
turn. Billy's going to be breaking that draft pretty soon, I think. Car feels good though. I need to just run full fuel for each race. It's basically what the issue is. It's so much more stable. Okay, we still got Dan behind us. Hopefully we can pull away from Dan and then people behind him will have a while before they can catch up to us. .2 back from him. We're still getting draft from Billy a little bit. He is just barely in draft range behind us, but we may break that soon. Thought Billy was going to run into the grass there. That would not have been good. Oh, careful over those curbs. I just have to be so cautious through this because it's so easy to get the rear end to step out. Same with this corner. .6 back now. Brett is passing Dan. They're too wide, I think. That's going to slow them down into the whole oval section. We're doing okay. Can we continue to do okay? That's the question. Okay, that felt decent. Try and get it to turn here without getting loose. Billy is nearly out of draft range now. I think he is, actually. Maybe he should go to second there, I'm not sure. Brett is closing in a bit now that we don't have draft in front of us. Not that there's much draft here
You gotta slow down, Wesley.
with the oval. We're not on the oval very long. But there is enough that it might help a bit.
I had one.
Trying to be smooth on throttle. And brake. Alright, so far, graphics have been running okay. Hasn't started stuttering. Knock on wood. Let's not jinx it. Brett has nearly caught us now, or he's caught the draft, and I imagine he will eventually start to catch us.
So sorry.
We're just so bad in the second half of the lap. But we are almost back within draft range of Billy. We actually caught him a little bit. Wesley must have had an issue as well. Oh, the curbs scare me. Oh, I overdrove that a little bit. Thought it was going to jump sideways on me. Lose a bunch of time. Dang it. Really struggled there. 0.9 to Brett and then 2 seconds to Dan, so we just do our best here. See if we can hold off Brett. If not, we can get in behind him. We'll see. Brett, I think, is just better than us in the second half of the lap. He's been catching us pretty steadily the whole time through there. Once we get to this section. Well, that felt decent. That's probably the best we've taken it all day. Back to 1 second. We're actually within draft of Billy, which is cool. The lighting is flashing all over the place, which is not as cool. Okay, we gained some time on Brett that time. Okay, don't enter this corner too fast or we'll get the rear end to spin. The top 5 on my F3 really haven't changed at all since the beginning. And now we're overdriving that massively. That was not good. But we actually get a little bit better exit than Brett behind us. Billy gets a much better exit than us though. .5 in front of us, 1.5 behind us. Just in a nice calm bubble. Billy overdriving it. He's been struggling a bit in turn 1, it seems like. The lighting is changing in the infield and it's throwing me off. Alright, that felt decent. Not great. If Dan can catch back up to Brett and they can start racing, that will help us. He nearly's got there. They lose some time down the straightaway there. Okay, that was not my best. Started getting loose on me there. It's starting to stutter again. Not good. We're losing time because it is very choppy now. This is pretty infuriating. Oh, it's not turning. Losing a bunch of time. Billy's pulling away, Brett's closing in. He's within a second now, and Dan is not far behind him. Because once the lighting changed, it is really struggling. And the flashing in my dash is not helping. Not the way I wanted to end this season here in the GT4s. And we're running second in the final race, which is awesome, but I'm really struggling to drive right now, I feel like. Oh, that was terrible. Terrible. Very bad. But we're about the same where we were. I mean, once the lighting went darker, I mean, you just see we lost like 2 seconds of pace. We've fallen way off of Billy now because it's just stuttering so badly. It's very hard to hit my marks. And the darkness is making it hard to see my marks.
Sorry, Scott.
Brett has pulled away from Dan now. Dan may have had an issue. If the stuttering would just go away. I mean, I'm running a good frame rate, I guess. The stuttering is just so bad, though. I don't know what could be causing it. I really hope it's not getting picked up in the video. But it's gonna make me look like a liar, but I mean, I'd rather that be the case than the video be all choppy and terrible to look at. Just gotta deal with it. Just gotta deal with it and hopefully hold off Brett. It's still Brett, Dan, and Alex behind me. No change in the top 5. Which is kind of surprising to me. Wonder if there was some issue back in the pack on the start. How many? It was like 1.5 seconds behind Alex. .0 to Brett. Very bad there. Maybe it was a good thing I didn't make the first race at Daytona in the trucks. I might have been just struggling so bad on frame rates that I would have just been a weapon. He's right behind us now. Hang on to it. That wasn't great either. Can Brett, can you make some mistakes so I'm not being pressured so badly? Because all I'm doing is making mistakes. Oh, Dan just passed Brett. Wonder if there was contact there. I saw somebody go wide into that right-hander. They're going to be slowing each other down. It looks like they're too wide. That's going to help out a lot, thankfully. Gosh, this flashing in my interior looks horrible and is extremely distracting. I apologize if this video does not look good. All I did was put a new graphics card in, which should help things, you would think. And nearly go out to the grass because I had that all out of sequence. Now, well, Brett's gotten back around Dan and has closed back into where he basically was before they started going back and forth. Over the last few laps, Billy hasn't pulled away that much, but he has pulled away. How much time have we got? Almost 7 minutes. I need this to be over like yesterday. Like, it's fun. I'm just having a real hard time with the graphics. And I don't know if I can keep it underneath me for much longer. Huge stutter as I go over that curb. .0. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Just out of freaking nowhere.
Or on your right. Still there? Hold your line.
Now where we get to race Nick, I guess, but I'll probably end up wrecking him because I'm freaking stuttering so bad.
Stay left. Clear on the right.
Tires are going to be hot. It hadn't felt like that, not even one time in all the laps we previously just freaking did. I'm probably going to run out of fuel as well. Oh my gosh, we are doing terrible.
Wheels, Chris.
See, I was freaking saying that I didn't think I was going to be able to hold on to it for much longer because I was stuttering so bad. And it was very hard to see what I was doing. And it just finally got me. What can I do?
We're cruising P6 and P7.
What can I do to have something go my way? I mean, clearly my fault, but I mean, I can barely see when the car's getting upset because everything's flashing and stuttering. We got the lights going all over the place, and then I feel like I'm getting 20 frames per second. Oh my gosh. Just out of nowhere too. Like there's no warning it's gonna get loose ever. I had entered exiting that corner the exact same way I had done the previous 20 laps. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? I don't know why we're pulling away from Nick so much. I don't feel like we're that much quicker. We shouldn't be quicker. He might have damage, I guess. Maybe he just got the wall on exit or something. Well, we didn't have to let the entire field by like we had done the previous races where we spun out. We got back going pretty quickly, enough to stay ahead of Nick, which is the goal anyway. But holy cow, I cannot just have things work correctly and go my way. And it just has to be the worst situation possible. Really overdrove that, but we got to turn back in a little bit decently. Stuttering has gotten a little bit better now that I've
You have about 2 laps of fuel
been
left.
thrown to the back. We're gonna run out of gas. Unless we're coming to the white flag. I don't know what numbers Billy was having with his fuel, but it was not correct for my car. They had been close the whole season. But I guess the Porsche gets way better gas mileage. Because we're gonna run out of gas for sure. That's fine. I didn't need to finish well at any point. What a sad way to end this season. We're gonna be like half a lap short. Should still be able to beat Nick in the points. Probably. Well, if I finish really bad here, maybe not.
1 lap of fuel left.
I'm gonna run out right there. Just need to keep it in third, I guess. This is the white, but it's not going to do us any good because we're a lap short.
Can Chris get P3?
White flag, 1 more lap to go.
I'm half a lap short on fuel.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
How can I get out of these guys' way?
Got 1 on your right. Clear on the right.
I guess like that.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
GG.
Oh, we got fireworks. That's nice.
Stay on track, Gavin. I'll push you.
Good race. Gavin, did you run out of fuel?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Thanks, Colton. Whoa.
Whoa.
Nearly spun out going 30. We might make it. Oh, terrible. Terrible, terrible. We'll see if we still beat Nick. I don't know. Thanks. Oh.
Shoot, across the line. I realized what you guys were doing.
Alright,
I was
man.
going to wait
Let's
for
bring it on
you
home and
and
get out of here.
Colton to go by.
Oh, very bad. Very bad.
Well, here's the video thumbnail. Hey, Gavin.
What a finish. It's good racing with you guys.
Very bad. That was a fun series, though. I enjoyed most of that. That was a rough
We got a thumbnail.
last session for sure, but not bad, or not good, I mean.
Well, at least I know I'll make multiple appearances in the videos.
Oh, what a rough one. Let's take a look at the points. Well, let's go through the incidents first, because it probably won't update the points yet. Should have ran second, but ran out of gas, and I spun out because, well, first of all, I'm a bad driver, but it was so terrible stuttering that I couldn't keep it underneath me. Nick King going off. Oh, and he gets Christopher and Troy there. Frank, oh, he's getting loose out of there. Very easy to do. That's chicane. Great season to everybody, though. That this finish was not indicative, or this video, this race was not indicative of the season. The season was great, and I loved the racing. Oh, is he gonna? Oh, Christopher's there, and he's broken. It's a little wall tap. This is Landon, I believe, going too wide here. Colton, well, he did what I did. I think he just did it a couple laps before me. And then just another wall tap. And again, our spin doesn't appear on the thing. We actually got going pretty quick. I'm fairly happy about that. We're back. Oh, we're still in second. Where was our terrible lap? It should have been lap 19. Like this chase just came out of nowhere, and it hadn't felt like that. And then it's unsavable when it gets sideways that much. And then I hit the grass, and of course that gets it. But thankfully we can turn around pretty good and then stay ahead of Nick for 2 seconds before we run out of gas. I don't know. I mean, I did like 8 clicks above what Billy had in the Discord, but he, I guess, is getting way better gas mileage. Probably didn't help that I was starting to shift down into second there for that final corner, but apologies for that one. Let's take a look at points. If they've updated, that is not the updated points. Seasons, GT4. Yep, it has. Chris gets the win. Very good win to Chris. I thought Billy was going to do it, but Chris just really, really fast. Got out to a huge lead there and got a bunch of bonus points for being so quick. Billy comes away with second, though. Great job to him. 2 and 3 average finish for the front two guys. Very good. My average finish drops to 10th after those 3 races. Landon pulls into 3rd. We get 4th. Shane gets knocked down all the way to 7th after missing the race. That's unfortunate for him. We beat Nick overall. That's the only thing that matters. So awesome there. Colton does not beat Nick. Unfortunate for him. He settles with a 6th place. Nick 5th. Brian 8th. Brett 9th. And Justin in 10th. And here's the rest of all of that. Very cool to race with everybody. That was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed that. We had some awesome racing. That racing at Texas was just freaking unbelievable. I'm very, very happy to have done this series just for that race. We'll take a look at the results here. Qualifying, Chris gets the most points, 60. We only get 28. Nick gets 34, so he doesn't beat us by that much there, so that's good. We kept that to a minimum. He had 3 incidents. We somehow had 5. I don't remember how we got all that. And then first race, we start 7th, I think. Yeah, and we finish 8th. After that big glitch we had, Nick beats us there, puts him at 48 overall. Still less than 10 behind us, 39. And then race 2, we get 10th. We get another 14 points for 53. Nick gets 21, finishing on the podium there. He's up to 69. Mick King gets the most points in this race. He actually wins. Good job for the second race. He's at 73. Chris at 94, and Billy, he finishes behind me. He's at 62 total so far. So he's getting beat pretty bad there by Chris. And then he gets the win in the third race, though. That puts him another 50 points. However, Chris gets third for 46 points for 140. And then Brett has a great weekend. 48 points in the third race, and he gets 118 overall. Great job there. Anything over 100 is excellent. 109 for Nick. 126 for Landon. Scott gets 103, and we get our 30 points after a poor finish. 83. Colton actually gets 106, so good job to him. But 83 points total for us. Nick gets 109. That's not enough for him to catch, thankfully. And we come away with our top 5, top 4 in the season. We beat Nick by about 20 points, 25 points. And I can be happy with that. I can be really happy with that. So awesome. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully I can get my graphics stuff worked out. I might just go buy a new motherboard and processor and some RAM. Micro Center's got some pretty good deals, so we'll see. But thanks so much for watching. That was a lot of fun, and hopefully we can make the next truck race.